guys, here as part of the WBRU Dunkin Donuts Summer Concert Series, as I'm sure you listeners all know, they're performing tonight. They're going to be at the Whiskey Republic. It's at 7:30 p.m. It's free, and we do something every week. We're going to be doing this all summer called the Dunkin Fan of the Week. We ask you guys a question on our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook, and we ask you. We want to know what question you want to ask the bands of the week when they come into the studio. And we pick what we think is the best question, and then we ask it. So this one is from Richard, our Dunkin Fan of the Week. His question for you guys was, what is the biggest difference between touring in Europe and your shows in the States?
Like the shows or touring?
I think it means like the concerts there, concerts here.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right?
It's really weird because I think we all have kind of like different opinions on it.
Yeah.
Me being from America, I will say that touring and playing in Europe is it's not better or worse, but the people that come out to the show are more, I think, are more open-minded to newer stuff than the American people are. Like, you know, you have a tendency to, like, American people, and I'm gonna get so much crap for this, but American people, I feel like, have to be like force-fed stuff for them to really catch on to it.
They really just want to hear the singles they hear all the time.
Yeah, a lot of the time. Not all of the time, but a lot of the time. And then, I don't know, in our experiences in Europe, it's like we showed up at a place that we've never even played before, and the entire venue is like psyched. So that's my opinion. But I know Soren's is different. Though.
I mean, now we're on tour with Fall Out Boy, and that tour was sold out before we were even announced to play the tour, and the crowd go absolutely.
That is true.
Monkey poop. I mean, it's monkey poop. I can't say all the bad words, right? so I think that for me, I think I love touring in America. I also think it's really fun to tour in Europe. I feel that if you like music, you go to shows, and you like music, you go crazy. If it's a good vibe, then you'll show it no matter where you are in the world. That's
for me. For me, it's kind of equal. Like the shows, there's good. Sometimes it's also funny because you play a show and you think that the crowd isn't into it, and then you do really well in merch and you get all this feedback that you get more feedback back than you had on a show that you thought was just perfect. So it's like, to me, those things, and sometimes they don't show it physically, but I think we're just a wild band. Also, we're very. I think we're really known, and I can start to see that now also, being on tour and having a little more experience, like, been with other bands and stuff like that. And every band has their quality that they give and deliver, of course, But we just have we're known for a very energetic show, and we interact with the fans or the crowd and stuff. For us, we just really get a kick out of that. So, I mean, I think it has a lot to do with that, because even here, there's shows where you think like, oh, it's a hard crowd to break or whatever, and they end up loving it, regardless. They just didn't show it in the same way as another city. And in Europe, I think it's the same. We played shows where there's been, 30 people. This is also, a few years ago or 2 years ago or something. And then then we'll go to France and play, 1,500, or a festival where there's 30,000 people with their hands up just going nuts. So yeah. I think it really varies.